Hi everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Example 3, LED widget as the indicator for the IR sensor, which is the digital input. Alright, in this example, we just need a two component, which is the IR sensor, alright, is used to detect an object, and also the LED, alright, as the indicator. We also can have an indicator at the Blynk app. Alright, so whenever the IR sensor is detecting an object, the NodeMCU will send some data to the Blynk app, right, as the indicator, right. So it will turn on whenever the sensor is detecting an object, and at the same time, it will also turn on the LED. For in this case, we will use the LED widget, right? That we connected to the virtual pin named V2. All right, let's create the project for this Blynk program. So first, what you need, so you need to select the new project, and then you can put the names, for example, sensor indicator, and then you select the device. In this case, we use the NodeMCU ESP8266. So we select ESP8266, and then you need to select the connection type, which is the Wi-Fi, and then you can click create. After that, an authorization token will be sent to the registered email, so where you first install the Blynk app. This is the example of the authorization token has been sent to the email. All right. As I mentioned you before, the LED widget here is connected to the virtual pin named V2. Okay, so how to configure, how to set to this pin? First, you just need to tap this LED widget. Okay, and then you can change the name. Right, for example, IR sensor, and then you can select the virtual pin. Okay, alright, for example V2, and then yep, that's it, and then the final one will be like this one. Alright, so let's construct the circuit. Alright, after you have done construct the circuit, so let's do this program. Okay, let me explain a little bit about this program. First, what you need to do is you need to copy the authorization token that you got it from your email to here, and also you need to change the Wi-Fi ID based on your Wi-Fi network and also its password. And we need to set the IR sensor pin and also the LEDs pins. In this case, the IR sensor connected to D1 and LED at the D7. You can see here. Okay. And then because you use the LED widget, so we need to call this object widget LED here, LED1. This is the name. Okay, you can put any name that refer to V2, which is the virtual pin V2. And we also need to use the blind timer. Okay, alright, because we want to send it from the NodeMCU to the Blynk app, so we need to use the blind timer. And you also need to have one function, so maybe we can put it sensor one. All right, and what the sensor one do is it will read the digital input from the IR sensor, and then it will save into one variable named value. And if that value you got it is high, so it will turn on the LED, which is turn on the LED at D7. And before that, it will call this widget LED equal to on. That's mean on the widget LED here, it will turn on. It will light up. Okay. All right. And if the value that you got is low, and it will turn off this widget LED here. Okay. And at the same time, it will turn off the LED. Okay. For the setup function, what you need to do is you need to configure the LED and IR sensor, whether it's output or input. Okay. And then you need to initialize the serial monitor. Okay. And then you also need to initialize the Blynk server here. And because you use the timer, so you need to set the interval or the timer, right? For example, 300 for the sensor one, that's mean 300 millisecond. So it will run this function. And inside the loop, so you need to call blink.run and also timer.run. Okay, after you have upload your program, so you can open the serial monitor, you can see this message. If you don't see in this message, you just need to press the reset button on the NodeMCU. Then you will got this message. If you got the message, that means your IoT device and also the Blynk apps or Blynk program is connected successfully. In order to run this program, you just click this play button. And then when your IR sensor detecting any object, you will see that the LED widget will turn on. Right? I will see again on the next example.